Hi everyone, Velvet here, and I have some stories for you today. But before we get started, can you please do me a huge favor and like, comment, and subscribe? It'll help the channel out and it'll get you more videos like this. Let's get to it. And our first one comes from Eden Capwell. Am I in the wrong? A woman kept getting up to go to the restroom during a play, and I called her out. My husband and I are big theater fans. We love it so much that we have season tickets in 2 different states. Well, we built a whole day around a show we've never seen and couldn't wait to get there. We stopped at a concession to get a couple of drinks, and a woman in front of us had a giant drink container, bigger than our purse, and held 4 20-ounce bottles of waters and ice in that concession. Put it in for her. My husband and I went to our seats, and we're in 2 seats on the aisle. The woman with the lake-sized bottle of water was seated towards the far end of our row, but you could only exit by coming back our way because she was up against the wall beside the stairwell on her end. 10 minutes into the show, she goes to pee. Because of her size, the whole row of about 10 people had to get up and stand in the aisle, because simply standing wouldn't make enough room for her to walk past. She was easily 400 pounds and kept snagging along her long hair of the woman seating in front of us and bumping everyone on the back of the head with her hips. She had reserved 3 seats to accommodate her and fit comfortably. This isn't about her size, I'm just clarifying why everyone had to stand up and walk into an aisle so she could exit and enter. I'm size 16 myself. She goes to the bathroom, comes back, and is snacking, drinking non-stop. About 20 minutes later, she had to go to the bathroom again. Again, all 10 of us had to stand up and step into the aisle so she could walk out. She comes back in with 2 more bottles of water and makes a big show of refilling her giant water bottle very loudly. Every 15 to 20 minutes, she is getting up to go pee. Then she stays in her seat for intermission instead of going to the bathroom again. Of course she does. Lights go down after intermission, and we get about 5 minutes in and she's back up needing to pee again. This goes on for the whole show. Every 20 minutes like clockwork. I feel like it was up more and then down. I couldn't tell you what happened in the play because every time I got invested, she had to pee again. She finally whispers to me towards the end of the play, "So sorry, my bladder is thimble-sized." I go, "Then maybe you shouldn't drink 6 bottles of water." She goes, "What? How dare you?" I said, "No, how dare you? People pay a lot of money to come here and see a play, and you've ruined it for everyone seated around you. Get an aisle seat next time, lady." Someone behind us goes, "Literally, sit the F down, woman. Jesus Christ." She doesn't come back after that. My husband thinks I was probably too rude to her. Was I? I wouldn't have said anything to her if she hadn't said anything to me first. He says that she probably saw the irritation on my face, and that's why she said that she had a thimble-sized bladder. The thing is, I don't drink 6 bottles of water when you're not sitting in an aisle seat, and if you see that you're making everyone else get up repeatedly, don't keep drinking. Was I wrong? OP, I'm gonna say you're not wrong because I probably would have done the same thing as you. I probably would have shown irritation on my face, but I wouldn't have said anything, keep getting up, you know what I mean. Now, if someone says something to me, yeah, that's just enough to push me over the edge and be like, no, 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 stop drinking then if your bladder is so small, like she says. But I'm just saying, she's big, she's a big girl, she keeps getting up to pee, needs to drink a lot of water. I would say that's diabetes. I'm just saying, aren't those some of the symptoms of diabetes? I don't know, maybe she's pre-diabetic, but she needs to calm down with that. And you know what? It sucks that she didn't come back because she felt ashamed, but you know what I mean? You keep ruining the play for everyone around you, not just your row. Apparently the front row too, and I assume the back row too. That's gotta be annoying when you're trying to get invested in the story and someone keeps walking in front of you, just like a movie theater. So P, no, you're not in the wrong, especially because you wouldn't have said anything if she didn't say anything. And our next one comes from Apprehensive Mood 417. Am I wrong for wanting to leave my girlfriend? So me, a 19-year-old male, and this girl, a 19-year-old female, had been going out since we were 13. And before that, in the 6th grade, she was my first kiss, hug, and intimacy with another woman. And since I've never done anything with anyone else, I think this is why it makes it so hard for me. But anyways, she has misophonia. So for the last 5 years, I've had to put up with getting yelled at or hit in the arm or chest. Not abusive. That sounds abusive to me. Anytime my mouth makes a noise at any time, unless there's so much white noise she can't hear it. Like, no matter what I do, even if my breathing is too loud, she gets very upset. And I've tried to learn to work around it because I understand it's a mental condition, but I feel like she's gotta put effort into stopping it too. There was also one point when we were taking a break from each other at one point. While we were apart, she effed another guy. We were only apart for a little over a month, so when I found out about it, I kind of felt like she cheated, which I know we weren't together, but it still hurts so bad, that she shared that side of herself with another man so easily after us being together for so long, and now it's impossible for me not to think about it sometimes. I may be selfish and insecure, and there's definitely details left out, but comment ideas on how to get over the thought of that now to deal with the misphonia. Edit. After reading a lot of the comments, I agree. I should probably break up with her. Yeah, that was going to be my advice. Break up with her. But the thing is, I still love her so much, even with all her flaws. And she loves me a lot. No, she doesn't, OP. She does not love you a lot. You went on a break for a month. I don't know who initiated that break, but especially if it was her, she did that just so she could cheat. She does not love you if she's willing to cheat like that, OP. But back to it. And we both talked about wanting kids in a house. Holy hell, you want to have kids with her. OP, you don't think she's going to use those kids as weapons against you already, how she's acting, being abusive to you? Because that's what it is. But back to it. Also, I love her family. They're also kind to me, and I feel like I'd be hurting them too. Who cares? You're not marrying them or getting with them, OP. You need to think about yourself. But back to it. Also, she has major anxiety, and I'm afraid that if I break up with her, she could end up hurting herself. OP, that's her problem. That's not your problem. That is a tactic of being abusive. Because if you leave me, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? That's the way they manipulate you to try to make you stay in the relationship. But back to it, or end up severely depressed. And I super don't want that for her or me. I just don't know what to do. I want to make it work so bad. OP, you need to leave her. She is not the person you should be with. She is abusive. Do not have kids with that woman. But it sounds like you are infatuated with her, which I don't know what to tell you, man. Good luck. If you go down that road, you're going to be screwed for the rest of your life. My advice is simple. Leave her. If I was in your shoes, there is no other option. Leave her. And our final one comes from Lanky Knee 341. Twin prank gone wrong. Should I say something? My 27-year-old female husband, a 29-year-old male, and his identical twin brother are extremely close. His brother's wife, Sandra, a 30-year-old female, and I also get along well, and we all spend a lot of time together. We live 5 minutes from each other. 2 Sundays ago, my husband and his brother decided to play a prank on the wives. They swapped clothes and switched homes, and had a $100 bet on who could fool the other one's wife the longest. This is me talking. I kind of like this. I think it's interesting when, you know what I mean, when you've been with someone long enough, you know their movements, you know their mannerisms, and I would love to see this or try to participate in something like this, but none of my families are twins. But see if I could read which one, or if I married a woman who's a twin, I would love to see if I could figure it out. That sounds fun. But back to it. So, during this prank, I came into the kitchen and saw my husband from behind making lunch, and I decided to initiate with him. I went to our room, got naked, came back to the kitchen and said something very suggestive. Okay, dirty, about me being his lunch instead. When my husband looked at me, he ran horrified from our house, and I immediately knew something was up. So I'm guessing, he wins, right? Because you found out first which one is which, right? So I guess that means your husband wins the bet. But back to it. This has caused issues. Sandra is upset that her husband saw me in that situation, and the husbands are horribly embarrassed. For my part, I've made it clear that I'm not going to opt into any feelings of shame or embarrassment over this, because this was a prank gone wrong, and I did nothing wrong. And the husbands will have to just deal with the fact that one of them saw his brother's wife naked. Sandra has been cold towards my husband and me, and seems weirded out. I also get the sense that she thinks my response and attitude aren't appropriate. I'm not sure if I should reach out and try to smooth things over, even though I did nothing wrong. I do miss hanging out with them. Would love some advice on this. So, P, you were 100% not in the wrong. You thought that was your husband, and you were doing something really nice for him. And I think that's hilarious. He ran out of the house like a cartoon. But you have nothing to apologize for, you know what I mean? You were just trying to interact with your husband. He happened to have a twin and they happened to play a prank. There's nothing you could have done. You're not psychic. You didn't talk to him so you can see if it was him. You just saw him making lunch and you went to go do your thing. So no, you shouldn't feel bad about it or have to apologize for anything. And Sandra needs to get over it. It was her goofball husband and your goofball husband being goofballs. You know what I mean? Personally, I think this is funny. If I was in this situation, I would probably laugh it off too and just get over it. Yeah, I think you just need to call her and be like, hey, look, this is what it is. Can we just be cool again? Because I didn't do anything. These two weren't trying to cheat or anything like that. They were doing a funny little prank. And I'm not going to lie, it does sound like a fun prank. And I would like to try to see if I could figure out if a family member is a family member. You know what I mean? But OP, no, you're not in the wrong. I think time will just heal this one. Thank you for making it to the end of the video with me. And can you please do what I said in the beginning? And like, comment, and subscribe. It really and truly does help the channel out. It helps it grow, and it helps you get more videos like this. Velvet out.